All right, welcome to SWV. I'm Dre.
I am Tam.
You know, you was waiting for that intro.
You said SWV, and I started thinking about my an album, but thinking about a song.
Welcome back to our page.
Welcome to SWV. Don't know what that means. That is somewhere with a view.
Absolutely, man. And this time on Somewhere with a View, we are going to Egypt. This is our second time.
Second time in Egypt. First time, when did we go?
We went in 2019.
2019.
And like one of the most memorable points, because we went for my birthday. My birthday's on April 1st. And so one of the most memorable things in 2019, if you're from LA, and that date was the death of Nipsey Hussle. And that happened when we were out in Egypt. And so that kind of stood out at that time. Because it was major for us. That was like from your section of the town.
It was big and major. I have a very funny story to tell about that, but I think I'm gonna spare everybody. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. So just real quick. So it was a day to kind of like sit back and have memory of Nip. So we out in Egypt. The hotel we were staying at had a bar nightclub, so we decided to make a quick stop there. Have a couple drinks. We did. Wasn't too much action in that club, as you can imagine. We're in Egypt, bottom of the hotel, so wasn't action, but they had a DJ playing. So this guy goes and requests, can you put a little Nip on? And I think he was trying to be persuasive. They played Nip.
No, but
Did they play him?
They did. But what happened
maybe
was,
one
I
song.
was like, yo, do you know who he is? And he wasn't familiar. So I was like, look, man, look him up, play some songs. I just, here. And I slapped 300 pounds on the table. Like, bam. Like, here, man, just play a little dip for me. And then he
comes back. We sit down. I think they played maybe a Nip song.
Yeah, they played a couple. They played like two.
Maybe.
Yeah. And then I looked up how much 300 pounds was.
Embarrassing.
So one tip that you need to know is the money conversion.
No, money conversion. Yes.
This was my first international
Yeah, you're right.
trip.
Right.
For clarity, this is my first international trip.
But we had a second experience. We had a second time to do it. We had
we brought a crew out this time.
A group out.
And we got like 15 of us. So this is the end of our 30-day African tour, is what we called it. And this is like the last leg of it. We spend like, I think, want to say like 5 or 6 days in Cairo, or in Egypt. And maybe about 15 passengers went with us.
That's right.
To Cairo.
That is right. That's right.
A couple people stopped back in Tanzania. Well, we got these cool scarves. We'll tell y'all in another.
So this being our second time in Egypt, we were definitely trying to get more of an experience. The first time we went, we saw, naturally, the pyramids was the first thing that you wanted to see in Egypt. So we knocked that out.
And mind you, I had been wanting to see these pyramids.
He's a ancient history buff. He's, what you want to watch on TV, it's probably that show. Is it Ancient History?
Ancient Aliens.
Ancient Aliens.
On the History Channel.
Yeah, all of that. He's into all that. But he got a chance to see it firsthand.
Right, man. And, and so that was an experience. But we also got a chance to go see Alexandria. It was like some of the bluest water I have ever seen in life.
I didn't get in it, but more than blue, dense, right? It allowed you to float.
It was the Red Sea. It was like, it's a lot of salt.
Yeah.
And floating was easy out there. So we got that experience, which was really cool. We also went to the Valley of Kings in Luxor. And so we got a chance to check that out and a few other things out in Luxor. So we got a chance to move around Egypt a little bit this time. So I hope that you enjoy our experience. We'll talk y'all through it. We'll show y'all our dinner cruise that we went on, the pyramids, the cruise.
Egypt was Egypt, and what made it even better was our crew. So definitely happy to take you guys along with us, and maybe we'll see you guys on another trip.
Now we get to the pyramids. We had to walk through the blazing heat. Like I told you, it was very bright. It was very sunny. I want
It
to say
was
it was about
August, middle of the summer.
yeah, it had to be about 107 degrees out there. It was pretty hot. And now we're about to go inside the pyramid. I remember my experience in the pyramid. I know you remember
I
your
do.
experience the
I do.
first time.
And it wasn't a bad experience. But this particular, it was, if you have any level of, what is it,
Claustrophobia. Yeah.
claustrophobia, that it may be a problem for you. So that, in addition to it being 100 plus degrees, in
Yeah.
addition to I was injured that day, I chose to sit this one out. But funny enough, it myself and pretty much half the crew,
More than half the crew
more than
sat out.
half the crew.
Um,
How about we only had 4 people to go?
yeah, it was like four of us that actually went inside the pyramid and did the hike. And just so you know, just for clarity, when she says, claustrophobia, like this very small, narrow tunnels that you have to hunch down and walk through, and two-way traffic is just hard, nearly impossible. So when you're thinking about that and you talk about like claustrophobia, hot, heat,
For
I
me,
get it.
me having had that experience before, but since I knew it was coming up, I definitely wanted everybody else that wanted that experience to go ahead and get it. So I applauded them in doing that. Walked them halfway in there. Just decided to turn around.
Walk them to the door.
Walked them to the door.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Got a little bit of film on that, but you can see it for yourself.
Good luck. Good luck. Thank you. This is interesting. Nope.
Oh.
No. Okay.
Yep.
Can you crunch up? Yep. Yeah.
All right. This is us creeping through.
That's G behind. What up, though?
It's tight. How you doing back there, G? Ha. Ha. Whew. Shit.
Day 2.
Day 2.
We are back at it.
And we stopped at Tika's spot, man. This was a friend of our friend P, Dr. P. She has a friend out there named Tika. Tika has a wonderful gift shop. He gave us the best food, though. That was like the best food
Oh
I had in
man,
Egypt at that point.
mind you, it was only a day in, but we ate that. The food was good.
That was good.
You would have thought we were at a restaurant. We was at a gift shop because his hospitality went that far. He was like, "Come in, have a seat. What can I order you guys? What do you need to drink?" We needed that rest. Again, it was hot, so but
shout out to Tika. He held it down. He didn't want to mail none of the stuff off, but
that's a whole story too. We left our bag of gifts and goodies, but everyone else brought their things home safe. But good shop. Definitely would recommend stopping in to see him and his the many of oils that they have. I'm still rocking with them today.
And now we are headed to our dinner cruise.
Our boat dinner cruise on
Yeah.
the Nile River.
On the Nile.
I was pretty excited about that.
Yeah, man. And then everybody was ready to participate. Everybody was like amped up. Everybody had their energy. Everybody was rested.
Ate well.
Ate,
We rested. Exactly.
Spent their money on the gifts at the gift shop with Tika. And now it's just time to go.
Ready to kind of eat and party. Exactly.
Yeah. So let's,
well said.
And the energy was brought from the top. The guy that picked us up, this dude was just a complete ball of energy, and it just went on from there, man.
And that's always dope when you can actually, that energy kind of bounces off and they can get with you. And he was like one of us, basically.
Yeah. So here's a little car karaoke, SWV style.
We appreciate it. Yeah, don't worry. We just want to make sure that there's alcohol on the boat.
Alcohol
everything, belly dance,
Belly dancers.
Oh, we got
Music.
everything. We
Wonderful.
enjoy
Thank
in
you.
any way.
Thank you. And the name of the company again?
Emo Tours. We have Emo Tours in Switzerland.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Fuck being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G pad. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on them niggas and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yeah. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
Oh, damn, I missed that. Hello. Dre. Shout out to J-Mo.
Always up for everything, man. He always up for a good time.
Gotta love it.
Definitely would have done it myself.
Or not.
Look how they disrobe my man. This is kind of they just disrobe my man. That's real rude. Yeah, then he helped him over it. Yeah, no, don't help me out, bro. Don't take off my skirt and then help me out
J-Mo
of
was
it.
a champ for that.
Shout out to
Again, go out and get the full experience. What about the food though? Food was good from what I remember.
Oh yeah, the food was good. The food was good.
Food was good. Drinks were good. Music was good.
Yeah, not me.
But you know, true to who we are, we got out there and partied like
requests.
we do. We had song requests. You know, and you get more than about 6 of us together, we're gonna do some type of line dance, some step.
Gotta be a line dance somewhere in there.
We will fit that in.
And then you gotta get that extra person in there to that far right.
I'm gonna let you figure out one of these, not like the other.
Not like us.
Not like us.
But she was cool.
But you again get your experience.
She was cool as hell. Come get all your experience. No, we had a great time. In that whole experience though, man. And I don't think it was cost us that much. Actually, we'll put the price on there.
Yeah, don't remember how much it was, but whatever it was worth the experience for a full meal, for the fun that we had, for the group that we had, for the warm night cruising down the Nile River, for the history of it. It was priceless.
Yeah,
it was good. It was a good. Again, we're bringing you experiences, so we're always going to say if it was a good experience or a bad experience, and this was definitely one for the books. And again, we owe a lot of that to our amazing crew that came with us.
Shout out to everybody. Now, this is the part that I was really looking forward to coming back to Egypt to see and do, because this is one of those things I always see on the History Channel or Ancient Aliens and different things like that, where they talk about the Valley of Kings. I want to know more about the Valley of Kings. I want to go see the Valley of Kings. I want to experience it, just have that whole experience for myself. See a lot of it on TV, read a lot about it, but this was my first time experiencing. I didn't get to experience it the first time, so could not wait to wake up at 5 in the morning and catch a flight to Luxor and experience the Valley of Kings.
Valley of Kings. Again, be mindful of the temperature. It was very warm, and you do a lot of walking. So those are just things that you want to be mindful of before going on the Luxor trip, because I think all of their experiences, and we didn't cover them all, but I think all of them, you were going to do some extensive level of walking. So be prepared for that.
Okay. This is the main thing that look here, so.
All right, so now we got here to the Valley of Kings. This is a list of all of the tombs and the kings that are here at the Valley of Kings. This right here is a model, self-model of the Valley of Kings itself. So it like shows you the pathways and it goes down to the tombs.
Which still puzzles me. It's like, basically they were like gophers.
Yeah.
Building these tombs that are so like extensively structured.
Ramses Paul. This one you can visit, very beautiful one. And we have inside big sarcophagus. Yeah, from one piece of stone, granite stone. Okay? Go inside, I want you here. Don't pay any money inside.
There's a lot of Ramses.
We saw like two or three.
Two King Ramses.
Who else?
King Tutankhamun.
And someone else.
There was like one other in there, but we're only going to show you a couple because just for the sake of having so much video and footage.
But I will say it was an amazing experience. I was impressed with the level of color that was still remaining within these tombs. I know they have cared for them over the years, but I could only imagine what these places look like
when they were first
newly
done,
structured.
Because the colors in there are still good, and like to be 4,000 years old, and some of them even longer than that, older than that. So nice and pristine, but
hey, it's part of history.
They destroyed the faces.
It's part of history, so that we had a chance to see. Would it not be odd to like go and there are noses? But again, some of these tombs were huge. We did not have access to every single location in the tombs, but gosh, and I only wish I knew what some of the stuff said. I don't think they know.
No, they don't.
What some of this says.
Or at least they don't tell
But
us.
the level of hieroglyphics on these walls, from ceiling
and it's not a
to floor.
These are individually carved.
Right.
Each one.
We studied that.
Yeah, they all look different, but the same.
Good disease. And all this from treasures by discovery this tomb. Masks, original mask Tutankhamun, about 16 kilogram massive gold. And also wood coffins.
We are going down to Tutankhamun's tomb.
All right, so now we're just gonna go over to a gift shop and just check out what they have over there. We always got to see what they have locally because you want to support the locals whenever you can.
They support each other more than we know. It's like part of your tour. They're going to definitely stop by someplace to.
They're gonna stop by the homie spot.
Yes.
And they all gonna work together. They're gonna get that bread.
They're going to get that money, which we are not mad at. We
All.
were well entertained, saw some beautiful things. Wish we could have taken home more, but we couldn't. But meanwhile, just come visit us and walk with us through this gift shop, which they also gave.
Alabaster stone, you see different color. First color, white. Second, brown. Third, white and brown and green. Alabaster stone level in the king 20 kilometer big stone like this. This artist المدامر I invade. Full. Ashtray. Statue. Openers. Thank you. I love you. I love you together.
And listen to the sound. Like they actually make it sound like a song. Like it's a musical here, and so everybody wants to just participate. I know I wanted to.
Made it live.
And if you guys remember, I told you just briefly that I had a little injury. I have some stitches on my forearm and a little busted knee from a motorcycle accident in Tanzania just a week prior. This was a struggle for me.
Of course, you did it though.
I did it up until I hit the stitches.
Yeah, pain will make you do funny things. Like, nope, it's not worth it. Let me stop.
Yep, it was shooting through my body. I was just trying to be cool about it. And that was me asking him for a tip before he asked me for a tip.
We had to get the homie on it, Lebo, to show him how it's done. Meanwhile, he's over here recovering. I think he wiped a tear, but
shout out to Lebo for finishing it off for me.
Showing how it's supposed to be done. Your arm was supposed to be beneath it.
Just from where? Jamaica. Okay, Jamaica. I love you. Wait. Surprise, please. Egyptian is the best.
Over to the Karnak Temple. So we just had to check out the couple temples before we left. We just chose the biggest temple, because it was hot. We were a little tired. But they have some really nice temples and structures there.
Like the pyramids, I think I looked at some of these structures, and again, they were so incredibly high. Again, so detailed. They had hieroglyphics on them, but incredibly tall. So I'm always wondering, like, how did you get to these stones, and how did these stones even get here? And I think they had a story on how stones were moved, but I think we have heard a variety of stories. So we don't know exactly which one to believe, but we'll let you do those fact checks and, come up with your own beliefs. Anyhow, I think that concluded that trip, right? We got on a flight, got back, and likely did nothing. And we were preparing for a very different experience in Egypt, one that like, because I've been there, you see desert. I was just so attracted and wanted to get down to Alexandria because it's a little bit more luxurious. So if you're looking for that water vacation and thinking, oh, I can't get that in Egypt, you actually can. And I don't know them all, but I can at least tell you that we saw Alexandria and it did not disappoint from water views. It was just a very good, chill, relaxing vibe.
Yeah.
And the boat didn't disappoint.
This is relaxing. In the Red Sea, in Egypt.
We've been through Alexandria. I mean, we went through Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
We've done Cairo. We've done Alexandria. We've done Luxor. We visit those places.
Mm-hmm.
What would you give our viewers about your experience? How would you do it any differently?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, hindsight is 2020. You definitely see things that you, again, this being my second time, I would, if I had to go back for a third time, I would do it differently. But some critical tips that I think I would leave people with is, you know, when you arrive, hold on to the seat. Number one, because the driving out there is nuts and insane. Your driver is going to be, I mean, hopefully you have a good driver, but the traffic itself is kind of insane. Very different from probably what you're used to. So just be prepared for that.
The lines in the street that separate the lanes are very subjective. You don't necessarily have to use the lines when they are there.
And in between those lines, there's Frogger going on. So you have a mother and a child crossing. There's a goat passing by or an animal or something like that. So just put your head down if you get kind of anxious and nervous around what seems like, no, what is chaotic driving. So that's my number one tip.
And the more chaotic driving to me is going to be in Cairo.
Yeah.
I didn't see it as bad in Luxor or Alexandria.
I should have specified that.
Because in Cairo, in Giza, I mean, Cairo has like 25 million people in the city. And you see 25 million people in the city. So it is very crowded. I am not a fan of staying in Cairo.
That was going to be my next one, but go ahead.
I'm not a fan of staying in Cairo. Cairo is my experience in Cairo. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of homelessness, a lot of families on the street. It's not as kept, I would say.
It's not somewhere that I would choose to spend in one location again, which why we did it differently the second time. So we went and stayed just in Egypt.
We stayed in Cairo.
In Cairo, sorry, just in Cairo.
Listen, if you want to stay in some type of better luxury type stuff, you need to go in Alexandria. Need more space in Alexandria. It's a little calmer, cooler.
Yes.
In Alexandria, I would stay in Alexandria and have day trips to Cairo on a day trip.
Where are you gonna put it?
Oh, but she said, "Baby, we got." I'm gonna go point over there where she's. We don't got nothing. We empty.
We ain't got shit.
And she is seriously looking at this little empty. You do you see?
Look, show me got money.
Meanwhile,
that's what it tastes like.
Uncle Dre.
You like it? What you think?
Yummy.
Yummy. Yeah. I'm gonna leave this to the side for you. This your spoon.
Thanks.
Okay? I got you. Cause I ain't gonna be able to do all this.
She has not taken her eyes off that plate, FYI. And she watched it go.
You didn't know I got you.
And she touched her stomach again. I'm just in case you.
I'm not gonna do you like that.
How is it?
It tastes like a
Yeah.
You got no teeth. You got no teeth. Yeah. Like that? Give me my handshake.
No.
Give me my handshake.
Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. Blow it up.
Bam!
Yeah.
They let it ride a little too long, probably. They let it ride a little.
Not. She said, "Mommy, I'm not broke now. She got money."
About my money.
What you got over there, Lebo? What you working with? Compton.
Like, yeah, just in case you wasn't trying to mess, bro.
Little brownie that they microwaved a little bit too long.
Oh dang, Bo! No, he did. He did.
Nah, now you down bad.
He said.
It looked nice though. It's sweet, but it just was microwaved too long.
Oh,
You
no
know how-
microwave.
You sure it's microwave, man? They might have
Yeah,
put that
I'm
in the
sure.
sun.
Yeah, they might have set that
in the
shit on.
sun, you know what I
That
mean?
shit probably been sitting on the side of the brick all day.
It's sitting on a brick. You got brick oven pizza? What you know about that? Brick oven.
Brick oven brownie. It's decent though. It's sweet.
Brick oven.
You know what I mean?
Brick
Daddy
oven
got all the
brownie.
money. Mommy broke.
Yeah.
Bro.
All right. So hit me September 1st. Okay?
Yo.
You hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know I am.
that was already ghetto. Just even it's ghetto in itself. Now you're about to tap that
We
thing.
waste so much. Why waste that? We waste so much. Resourceful. Oh. Were you about to wipe my mouth?
I was trying to find something to wipe it. But then I looked at the scarf.
And you changed your mind?
No, not gonna do that.
You can stay with that crumb on your lip.
Yeah, it's gonna have to show for our viewers.